Everyone, and welcome to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We are back for our 1993 WWF Royal Rumble reaction. If you guys joined us on Thursday for our Raw reaction, we did the first two episodes of Monday Night Raw in 1993. And those two episodes were leading up to this Royal Rumble, so we thought we might as well just watch Royal Rumble as well, go in chronological order, because the very next night is Raw. So we won't understand. They'll probably show flashbacks and stuff, but it's better just to watch it, watch the full thing. But yeah, next Thursday we'll be back for Raw, and it'll be right after this Royal Rumble in the following week. Yeah, we are watching the 1993 Royal Rumble. Should be a good one. Some of the matches that they were highlighting on the Raws we were watching on Thursday was Razor Ramon and Bret Hart, the Royal Rumble match, obviously. And there were some other ones, but they were also building to like Flair and Perfect, which was not even on pay-per-view. But if you guys would like to watch along, you can. Netflix may have it. I don't know. If you guys would like to watch along throughout the show, definitely let us know. You can ask us the timestamp we're at, and we'll let you know you can follow along with us. If it's not on Netflix, you can go to a site we're on. It's called One Max. Like, there's a lot of sites out there you can find it. I'm afraid to put that link in here. I don't want that to be taken down. But definitely follow along with us if you guys would like to. Yeah, I'm ready to start when you are.
Yeah, I'm pressing play now.
And like I said, we do Raw reactions every Thursdays, and we're gonna do it on Thursdays and Saturdays. I didn't know that the first two episodes of Raw were leading up to this Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But typically it's going to be Raws. But if there's a pay-per-view in between there, we'll do that as well. It makes sense just to watch the pay-per-views as well.
Yeah, because once again, this is like the first pay per view that I got to watch that my grandfather paid for, and I had to beg him and beg him for like a whole week for him to pay for it, and I had to do like double time when it came to chores. Yeah, I earned the 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 right to watch Royal Rumble when I was about like what 8 or 9. I was about 8.
Yeah.
I had to see it, man. I was like, I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
I used to have a lot of these VHSs of all these pay-per-views and stuff.
Yeah, the Beverly Brothers. That's, haven't heard that name in a long time.
Wonder they're see. I don't remember. Like, the only match I know in this card is, of course, by the thumbnail you can all see is Bret Hart and Razor Ramon, and obviously the Royal Rumble match. But besides that, I don't know. I don't know all the in between matches and stuff. But the only thing I do know is that the world title match kind of got overshadowed a little bit.
Yeah. But the Steiner's coming out.
That's who I thought it was going to be, because we've seen them on the first episode of Raw.
Yeah.
They went against two jobbers. This match should be a pretty good one.
Hell yeah.
It's not a squash match.
So Scott Steiner has probably my favorite finisher in the history of professional wrestling, with the Steiner screwdriver. That's like probably one of the most awesome looking moves ever. You can Google it, or it's on YouTube. You can see gifs of it, but they never let him do it in the WWE or WWF. I don't think they never let him do the Steiner screwdriver in WWF, but he did it in Japan. I think he did it in WCW a few times. But it's in the video game. It's in 2K26. The Steiner screwdriver. But that's one of my favorite finishing moves in the whole world. I think what's his face? Brian Cage did a variation of it.
Yeah, he's done. He's done all kinds of stuff. He's done like Chris Canyon. He's done Wolverine. He's done He's done a lot of like paying homage to a lot of past wrestlers. Uh,
Hmm.
Mikey Wesley, thanks for watching. Uh,
Mikey.
there on Netflix watching. Yeah, well, definitely appreciate it. If you want to follow along, leave us comments of what's going on while we're watching together. Definitely feel welcome.
I love that old school, that old school, heat seeking, kind of heels. Like, they're really good at drawing out that heat to you. And they don't even have to do much back then. Back then, they didn't have to do much. They just had to act like they're just better than you.
Yeah, pretty much, man. They'll buy in any. Back then, they buy in any kind of heel. Some were better than others, though. Like Ric Flair, he was a
Yeah,
little extra of getting people to hate him. But
that was
as
a
long as
huge
you were
hook toss.
back then, as long as you were a bad guy, and they hated you.
Yeah. You got Gorilla Monsoon on the commentary. Little known fact a lot of people may not know is that that's where the term gorilla position came from. Is because that's where Gorilla Monsoon would sit every show. He would sit where they sit now and watch the show. And he passed away, and they kind of dedicated that spot and turned it into the gorilla position. So that's why they call it the gorilla position now.
Yeah, like I was talking to a person that wasn't really a fan of wrestling, and like they were watching the the documentary series they made on Netflix.
Hmm.
It came out like they made 2 seasons, and they were like, "What is like? Why is it called the gorilla position?" Because to like someone who's not a wrestling fan, they may not like
Right.
why are they called the gorilla? Like, is there supposed to be a gorilla back there? But no, it's Gorilla Monsoon. A lot of people back then thought that he owned WWE because he was kind of
That's
the one
true.
because he was the one making matches and stuff. So people thought he kind of owned it. I did as well. But like when I was a kid, like really
Hmm.
little, and I would watch these stuff. Like Gorilla Monsoon was making the matches. So me as a kid, I
Yeah.
thought he was over it, but no,
He was like what you would call today a GM at that time.
basically. But once he passed, that's where he spent a lot of his time. Gorilla Monsoon in the gorilla
Hmm.
position. When he passed, I basically named that position after him, and every other wrestling promotion uses the same name.
Yeah,
AEW
every
calls it
promotion.
AEW calls it the gorilla position. TNA, every wrestling promotion has done it since. So
The
Gorilla
independents too. I've seen independent shows called the gorilla position.
So Gorilla Monsoon didn't just have an impact on the WWF at the time, uh, but basically all of wrestling because every company went with it. Um,
Yeah.
I know some tried to go away with it and call it something different. Like I think someone tried to, and like TKO wanted to change the name of it. I think it was I can't remember who it was, but they said no, you can change the name.
Blasphemy.
Like they were saying that you can change the name, but we're still going to call it the gorilla position.
Yeah, nobody's gonna stop calling it that. It's been called that for decades. It's not gonna stop anytime soon.
I look at it like Edge. Like in AEW, he's Adam Copeland or Cope. He's still Edge to me. Like
Exactly.
I can't unsee Edge because he's been that way for 20 plus years. So,
Right.
but I think TK was thinking about it, but then like I think they were like why would we change it when they're just still going to call it the gorilla position? So
Exactly.
they just left it alone. Because I mean you can change it, but you can't change how people perceive it. So hey,
Oh,
uh,
that was a good clothesline.
the way Steiner, the way he sold that,
That was awesome.
it made me think of a kind of a Rock, like kind of like how the Rock would sell a little bit,
Yeah.
kind of an overreaction to it.
Exactly. Yes, Davis. Every Thursday and Saturday.
Yeah, sorry, Mister. Yeah, we're doing these things. kind of like a retro series every Thursday and Saturday. As of right now, it's just going to be Raw. But once we get lined up, because we did WCW reactions in the All Elite Zone, once we get
Mhm.
lined up, we're going to do both Raw and WCW. But if there's a pay per view in between, like tonight,
Mm.
like we did, like Thursday, we did two Raws, and then there was a pay per view. If there's a pay per view coming up in between, then we won't do Raw, and instead we'll do the pay per view.
Right.
Like whatever pay per view it is, whether it's in your house or we'll in between, then we'll do those as well. So it won't just be Raw. It's basically we're basically going chronological order from 1993, the first Raw, and watching every Raw, every pay per view, everything.
Mhm.
So we're
Yeah, buddy.
we're going we're going to start from the golden era, and we'll make our way all the way to the new age era, the attitude era.
You notice how the Beverleys they have cut the ring in half pretty much. They're making sure that he does not go over to the other side, taking advantage of that ref too.
This is the old school type of wrestling match where the one guy would try to distract referee while his partner does something like illegal to the other guy in the ring.
Yeah.
These are the type of matches that I would referee in Memphis, like kind of like old school tag matches. I mean,
Get the crowd going.
I'd do some high flying, but down here it was.
Ooh, got the Boston Crab on him.
Oh,
He drops an elbow. You son of a bitch. Bobby the Brain loves it. He is loving it. Suplex. Remember, me and my brothers used to suplex each other all the time. All the time. That's all we did. We used to suplex the hell out of each other. It was one of the easiest wrestling moves to do. If you work together, it make it look awesome.
Davis says Beverly Brothers were very underrated. I haven't watched. I watched a handful of their matches, and they're definitely a team that I thought should be talked about a little bit more.
I agree. I got to see a little bit of them when I was a lot younger, and they were always one of those good heel tag teams that were new that they were great at getting heat. I mean, they knew how to draw that heat like nobody's. They were magnets for it. I mean, they're probably one of the best heels. Like I agree with you. They're very underrated.
Yeah, they're definitely a good team around this era. I tag it. Oh,
Oh, he got the tag.
Rick Star's about to go AWOL.
That was good timing right there with that
Oh,
tag.
he got a lot of air on that one. Split. Oh,
Oh man.
he dropped him on his head.
That was sick.
I wasn't expecting that type of.
High
I wasn't
angle.
expecting that. I wasn't
That was
expecting that type of suplex. He's gonna spear him.
damn, that was a hell of a clothesline. Steiner liner,
I feel like I'm watching a Braun Breaker match now.
right? Got the tag.
Oh, both in their prime. I feel like that. I don't know. I can't really say who's better between Scott and Rick because Scott was really good and Rick was really good. They're gonna try to copy their.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Kick out.
I guess
Scott reverses it.
they were gonna try to copy their finisher. Oh,
Oh, oh, around his head. You see that? The Frankensteiner. That was awesome.
back to back, they planted them on their heads.
Braun
That
Breaker still does that too. He does it off the top rope most of the time.
that was a pretty good match.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
That once Rick Steiner got tagged in, they just dominated him.
That release German suplex was devastating. Oh my god.
Rick Steiner, no, Scott Steiner really could do a good Frankenstein. Brain scan. Yeah, he did a brain scan. Feels like he's just drawing over the screen.
A
What is
little something they stole from John Madden.
Yeah.
That was a perfect roll. Great timing.
I thought he was gonna win with that roll up, but that Frankensteiner.
Which he leans right on his head.
Ooh.
Boom. basically power dropped him with his legs. That was awesome. Oh yeah. I remember this match. The brain.
They were building towards this on the Raws that we were watching.
That's one of the things I'll say about the WWE and WWF. They've always been good when it comes to packaging their storylines. When it comes to their pay-per-views, they always do a great job of packaging those stories. So like in case somebody that's just watching wrestling, watching their first pay-per-view, they basically tell them the whole story right there in that package, so they can already be within the I guess immersed within the match. Yeah,
Yeah,
they've always been really good at that.
yeah. Like even today, like if you watch Night of Champions today and you haven't watched past months, or let's say you haven't watched in years, just by watching each video package, you'll know everything that's been happening
Right.
between it's like you didn't miss anything.
They give you the bullet points. That WWE's always been pretty good at giving you the bullet points in case you missed anything.
Whether the product's bad or it's good, they've always been good at recapping, and like that's good for new viewers, because if no one's watched and they don't know what's going on, you can easily just watch the video packages for each matches, and you can easily understand why they're fighting, who's the heel, who's the good guy.
Yep.
See, watching these, I don't know who is Dave Hebner and who is Earl Hebner, because they look exactly the same. So I don't know which one's refereeing which match.
I've always gotten them confused too.
Didn't know one match they like
Unless
play
they
into
say
that.
who they are, I probably wouldn't know.
Didn't in one match they play into that?
Yeah, they did the
Like,
twin magic.
like they one came
Hulk
in.
Hogan, he was like, well, yeah, I think Hulk Hogan has something to do with that. He was in the match, and they did the twin magic.
Because I believe that was a WWE 2K showcase that did that one year, and
they did.
I think it was, I can't remember which one it was. But is this a recap or is this the match?
The recap. Oh yeah, I remember when Sherry got hit with the mirror. I remember that. That brings back some awesome memories. I remember when Sherry got hit in the head with that. I remember at the time that was shocking. I was like, "Oh my gosh, she got hit with the mirror."
We have 7 people in here. Everyone watching, if you remember the Shawn Michaels if you lived through it, who did you think was going to be the breakout star? Did you think it was going to be Shawn Michaels, or did you think it was going to be Marty Jannetty? Because some people back then thought it was going to be Marty Jannetty. That he was going to be a bigger star than Shawn Michaels. So if anyone who's watching that watched it in like real time, like you were alive during this stuff, like who did you think was like? Did you think it was going to be Shawn Michaels, like it is, like how it was, or did you think it was going to be Marty Jannetty? Because I've come across a few people that said that they thought Marty Jannetty was going to be bigger than Shawn Michaels. Obviously, that didn't happen because of a lot of. It's pretty much on Marty Jannetty did it to himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I've come across quite a lot of fans that said that they thought that's how it was going to go. That Marty Jannetty was going to be the bigger star.
I mean, I personally think like if Marty Jannetty didn't have those demons he was fighting, and if he wasn't so injury prone, I think the WWE would have found some kind of use for him. He probably would be training people right now if he had his life together. But hey,
Yeah, he
I could
probably
definitely,
still.
I could definitely see him backstage at the performance center, or at the performance center training. I could definitely see him doing that if he, in a different universe.
He would have easily been a coach. He'd have been in the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame. He
yeah.
would have been in video game. Like he'd probably have a Legends deal. Like he'd be getting some type of contract or something. But that's the biggest what if. Now,
Yeah.
do I think that he would have been bigger than Shawn Michaels? No, I do not. Uh,
Mm,
either way you look at it, I think Shawn Michaels was always going to be the bigger star.
right. Notice what color he's wearing. Notice what color Sean's wearing,
Gold.
because he was always the golden boy. Ah, you see what they did there. He was the golden boy at the time. He
Yeah.
was on the rise. Very subliminal, but it's very subtle. But it's there. They're telling you what was going on right there.
I mean, this pretty much shows that this is who WWF planned on pushing. Like he was the future of the company right here. Because they had pretty much moved on from all the old timers. So
Yeah,
this is.
and everybody knows that Vince had a hard on for Sean from the get go. So you
I
know,
always thought HBK was going to make it big. Yeah, I mean, I didn't live through it, but just by watching this stuff, like
hmm
how each character was going, I don't think there was any universe where Marty Scroll that Marty Jan- that Marty Jannetty. I don't think that he would have ever been bigger than Shawn Michaels because
nah,
Shawn Michaels has just got a characteristic about him that Jannetty doesn't have.
right.
Now, Jannetty could have maybe done a lot more in the WWF if he didn't do what he did, like all of his
hmm
personal stuff. He might have won a few more titles and he probably would have been in the WWF a lot longer, but I don't think he would
Yeah,
have been bigger than Shawn Michaels. I, I can't really see that.
yeah,
And
because he was given a few chances, but
like they gave him quite a lot of chances, and they brought him back in 2002 or three
yeah,
when Shawn Michaels, who was it? It was Shawn Michaels and I believe it was Kurt Angle when Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle had that match at WrestleMania. During the build-up on SmackDown, they had Kurt Angle against Marty Jannetty,
yeah,
and they brought Marty Jannetty back for a few SmackDowns. It This was like in 2004 or 2005, but he quickly ruined that. Marty Jannetty did.
yeah.
I read something that they were interested in signing him back to a deal, but man, he kind of ruined that himself.
Yeah, I mean, you can do your research with all the stuff he's done over the last few years.
Like even after the Golden Era and stuff, they brought him back in the Ruthless Aggression era. I mean, that was the period when they were all like everybody they were pushing was the up and coming.
Yeah,
So he was kind of lucky that they brought him back in that type of time period, and he kind of wasted it. Um, I like Genetti's tight style, very old school. They're pretty much wearing the exact same tights.
yeah, they are. If you really look at it,
I mean, Shawn Michaels got gold and black and white, and then Genetti's got black and white.
and after Sean let her get hit by that mirror, she's out there by his side. All right, Peter Sherry too. She was a real one.
Now she's on Genetti's side right now, right?
I'm not sure whose side she's on at the moment.
because
I
no one.
forget because I think she was still kind of in as far as her character. She still had a thing for Sean, even though all that happened, and like she didn't want to have to be against Sean as far as the storyline went.
Yeah,
That's one thing I do remember is that she did have a huge fascination with Shawn Michaels that just wouldn't quit. Kind of like with her and Colonel Parker in WCW. Just it was just
yeah,
a weird fascination.
I remember that. That was probably one of the weirdest two people you could have put together. Was
But they were hilarious together. I loved them together.
Not Colonel Sanders, but what was his name?
Colonel Parker.
Yeah, him
He managed Bunkhouse Buck and Dirty Dick Slater.
yeah, that was when she was managing Harlem Heat, but she costed them their matches quite a bit because
Oh, he's still on the wrong shoulder. Didn't his other shoulder get hit? Okay, now I can still that. Okay, maybe I looked away and he hit that shoulder. Hello, comics on Earth's 2001.
thanks for watching. Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, he's working on that shoulder now.
That's one thing that I like back in these days is during matches like this, they would target one object of your body, and then that's what they would work on during the entire match. Sometimes they make a mistake though. They don't pay attention to what they do, and then at first they're targeting the left ankle, but then they all of a sudden switch and go to the.
Yeah, I
I
love when
mean,
they do that. I'm like, dude, it's the left one, bro. It's the left one.
I guess during the match, it's easy to forget. I guess like in the moment and stuff, but sometimes you'll catch them making a mistake like that.
That was a pretty safe looking body slam. Sean with the power mullet.
Mullet was a popular thing back then.
Business in the
Everyone,
front, party down in the back.
everyone had a mullet back then.
Oh
Even the
yeah, it
referee,
was everywhere.
even some of the referees had mullet.
Yeah, uh,
This is for all the marbles.
that's such an old school thing to say.
Yeah.
Good movie, by the way. All the marbles, and also also a wrestling movie. I love their bickering. They just start bickering out of nowhere.
Especially Bobby Heenan. He'd start a lot of that. Davis, I actually got to meet. Oh, that's really cool.
That
Uh,
is cool.
she died
She
in
was,
when did she die? She died in the 2000s, I think, early 2000s.
yeah, yeah, I believe so. I
Because
forget what year,
that's really cool. You got to meet her.
but '92, man, she was looking super hot back then.
Yeah, back then they were in there. I mean, when she came back and when Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle had that feud, she came back.
Hmm
She didn't look too bad then. But right here during like 92, 93,
Yeah, she was gorgeous back then. Look at her.
kind of like Sunny. She
I loved her when she was in Harlem Heat. She used to wear the tight leather all the time. Drove a teenage me crazy.
I liked her the best either when she was with the Rockers or when she was with Harlem Heat. Either one of those.
Mhm.
That was her best, I guess, tag teams that she managed. It's like he's tapping.
It does.
That's one thing wrestlers mess up on is they try to sell when they're in submission hold, but sometimes they hit their hand on the mat and it looks like they're tapping. And then the fans are looking at me like I'm stupid. I'm the referee. You're sitting there tapping, and then
Like, what do you do there? I mean,
that's not supposed to be the finish. And well, I get you're trying to sell and stuff, but you don't have to tap out.
I guess in the heat of the moment they forget and they just go tapping.
I've had a few of those moments, and then you hear conflicting things. Someone tells you if they mess up and they don't kick out, just hit 3. They mess up, that's on them. And then another person tells you if they don't kick out, try to fix it, which is only so much you can fix as a referee. So
Right.
either way you do it, if you're a referee, you're going to piss somebody off. You're either going to piss off the wrestlers in the ring, or you're going to piss off someone in the back. There's no way. Even though it's not your fault, because they're the ones, like, you're the referee. You're only supposed to officiate it. You're not supposed to dictate them. You can't dictate how the match goes.
Right.
Because if the wrestlers mess up, that's not on the referee. It's on the wrestlers. But referee still gets he's the blame guy in the ring. If
I can see that though.
If anything goes wrong, it's the referee. Because I know this. Because if anyone doesn't know, I used to be referee. And that's the way it was. If anything went wrong, it was the referee's fault.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Nobody wanted to take responsibility for it. If you're wrestling in the match, you take responsibility. I mean, as a referee, you're not supposed to be dictating how the match goes.
True.
I'm not doing the move, coming up with the finish and stuff.
For all intents and purposes, your job is to just make sure the rules are followed and do the 1, 2, 3. That's about it.
And like when they have a spot, like if a referee gets hit or something, it's your job to stay down and not look. And then they'll give you a signal when get up and make a slow count. But besides that, you're pretty much just a referee. And that's how you're supposed to be.
That was a nice shot of the crowd, man. That was a nice crowd.
Yeah, they're packed out. I bet front row seats are only $100.
I bet they were super cheap back then. I bet.
Today, you go to the Royal Rumble, front row is like $70,000 to $100,000.
You're breaking the bank to sit in the front row. And if it's televised pay-per-view, man, you're breaking the bank.
I could only like for the main ones like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Suplex.
Over the top. Uh-oh. Oh, Sean took a suplex outside. I could never do that, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm way too afraid to do some shit like that. I could never take a suplex to the outside of the ring. That's just because you can't control yourself once you go flying over the top. You can't control yourself. And when you're in the ring, you can easily control your landing. But outside the ring, you got more of a fall. You can't control the way you fall.
Because some guys, like, you can mess up your back, sometimes even your shoulder if you're not the way you land. I knew something was going to happen with Sherry. There's going to be some kind of screwy finish here.
I love her.
She slapped Shawn Michaels, but
nice flip over the top.
Bobby Heenan Shawn Michaels slapped her teeth out of her mouth.
Well, they're definitely picking up the pace.
Oh,
that was a good power slam.
That was clean.
Oh, Marginetti from the heavens.
He's gonna miss. He's taking too long. Yep.
Landed right on the seat.
Oh, DDT.
Oh, DDT.
This match is getting kind of good now. And this is for the Intercontinental Championship. Super.
Oh, he went for it. Oh, Jenny hits his own.
And that's what we were talking about on our Thursday. Shawn Michaels didn't use the super kick as his finisher. It was kind of as a signature.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Janetti sits. Oh, Janetti with the reversal.
Oh.
Hits the post. That was perfectly done. He rolled right back into the pin. That was good. Oh, ref bump. I remember that happening.
Well, there goes the referee. I guess someone's going to have to win. Janetti's going to have to win. What's going to happen? There comes Sherry.
Here comes Sherry. She got the heel.
She's definitely hitting. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I knew that was going to happen.
Him right in the head.
Did she mean to do that, or was it an accident?
I love Sherry's acting. She is so good. So as you can see, she is still infatuated with Shawn.
You just told her to hit her, Bobby Heenan. You just said to hit the. Now you're.
You sound just a dumb harlot.
Super.
Oh.
Well, he actually used a super kick to win there.
And Sherry runs off. I love how Sherry played that, man. That was good.
Now, was that the first time that he won with the super kick?
I believe so. It's the first time he actually used it as the finisher. Because beforehand, he had always been using the teardrop suplex. But I think that is the first time he actually used it as a finisher.
That was a pretty good match there.
Yeah. He's going after Sherry.
It's me and Gene Okerlund. Here comes Mario.
Cut right to Sherry. He said, damn it. I mean, Gene cussed her out. Sherry, damn it, settle down.
That's funny.
Pay-per-view, folks. Pay-per-view. That was like a big deal back then when Mean Gene cussed backstage. I remember that watching. I was like, oh, you hear what he said?
Because back then they didn't really do stuff like that.
Right. Back then you never heard that stuff.
Now during the Attitude Era, during the Attitude Era, you'd hear that every week.
Yeah.
But during the Golden Era, like this era, that's funny. Damn it, Sherry. And if anyone doesn't know, me and Gene Okerlund is probably the funniest backstage interview you could probably of all time. Yeah. He's the best backstage interviewer of all time. I don't think anybody tops him.
I love his bloopers. You got to see. Oh man, his bloopers are so good.
There was this one where the thing fell down. He said, "Damn it, the hell! Who put that up there?" Oh, Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bigelow, R.I.P.
I haven't watched one of his matches in a while. I wonder who he's going against. Like I said, I don't know any of these matches besides the world title match and the Royal Rumble, obviously. But I kind of like not knowing, going with
Yeah.
Howard Finkel.
Bam, bam.
It's funny. Big Boss Man. Yep.
Yep, he was a. This is his babyface run.
I immediately knew it was Big Boss Man when the theme song said Cobb County, Georgia.
If you're ever come down to Cobb County, Georgia.
Because in one of the past 2K games, I put that. I went to like the soundtracks and I put that as one song, and I'd hear that song over and over and over. I finally knew that he was from Cobb County, Georgia.
Oh yeah, Ray Trailer,
See,
aka the Big Boss Man.
I didn't really like him in WCW. I liked him in WWF the best as Big Boss Man. He
Yeah,
was
I
he
remember
was
in WCW. Well, he's the Guardian Angel, and then when he turned heel, he was Big Bubba Rogers.
yeah, I didn't like. He tried with it, but I think some
Yeah,
guys were better. Some guys were better in WWF, and some guys were better in WCW. Uh, like Mark Marrow, I think he was better in WCW as Johnny B. Bad, but he was
yeah,
also
more entertaining. Yeah,
but he was good in WWE too. But I think in WCW his run was a little bit better. But
yeah,
someone like Big Boss Man is better in WWF than I just feel like in WCW they already had a lot of people and that they didn't really have a lot of
mhm,
usage for Big Boss.
yeah.
That they only signed him was because he was in the WWF. That's the only reason they signed him. But
That makes sense. That does make sense.
I mean, they signed everyone. They signed Million Dollar Man, Virgil. They signed Mean Gene Okerlund, Bobby Heenan. Uh,
Yeah, they
but
all got that. Took that sweet Turner money.
some of them went. I think didn't Big Boss Man go back to the WWF during the Attitude Era? Like he went,
Yeah,
he went from the WWF to WCW, then he went back.
because I
Uh,
remember he was part of
Vince McMahon.
the Vince McMahon's corporate what was it, corporation, or
Yeah, it was when he built that whole thing at Stone Cold.
yeah, and then they became the corporate ministry. But yeah,
Yeah,
he was in that because he got hung. I remember that moment. He got hung.
I remember that. But some of them came back to WWF. Uh,
Yeah,
some of them realized they're writing on the wall of WCW, but some of them stuck it out. But
yeah, I think because Big Boss Man was with WCW, not WCW, but WWE, like right up until he died. I think.
yeah, he stayed there. Like everyone knows him as Big Boss Man. Pretty like if you know, like if you've seen a picture of him, you know immediately what his name was. It's Big Boss Man.
Yeah,
Big Bubba Rogers and his other name in WCW never really stuck with fans. I wish I could have met him though. He looked like he'd be a nice guy. Like
yeah. He, from what I heard, by all accounts, he was like a gentle giant to a lot of people. Like he was a big dude.
I don't know about these punches right now, but yeah. I think Bam Bam Bigelow's best run was in ECW probably. Uh,
Yeah, I love the ZCW run.
that was
Him and
probably
Taz had that classic match. Oh,
I remember
ah,
that.
that was so good.
Is that when they went through the ring or they?
Yeah,
Uh, he went through the stage one time too, but Bam Bam Bigelow
yeah, he did.
he broke a lot of stuff.
Oh, nice shot from Boss Man.
Ooh,
Bulldog.
oh,
Oh, over the top.
They look kind of scary at first, especially for guys his size.
Yeah, he hit us back on the ring apron. That looks rough. You know that stuff hurts. That's what I'm always concerned when they flip out of the ring, man. When they hit them, when they hit the side of themselves or they overextend their arm. It's too easy to hurt yourself flipping over that ring or over the top rope, rather. And the ref has started the count.
Davis, Big Boss Man should have been a world champion in my opinion. Yeah, I could. I mean, a lot of people should have been world champion, but they weren't because of Hulk Hogan. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. He's one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't become champ. That's a good. Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, not just Big Boss Man. There was quite a few of them. There was who I'm trying to think of. Like there was quite a few of them. Owen Hart, uh,
Yeah,
Davey. I don't think Davey
just
Boy Smith became a world champion. Uh,
no, he should have been.
Jay the Snake Roberts didn't become world champion. Uh, I know
Farouk should
Vince,
have been a champion.
who.
Farouk.
Yeah, Ron Simmons. Yeah, he was. Who else? There was a few other ones I'm forgetting. I know they were going to put the world title on Jake the Snake Roberts, but I think that was the whole ordeal with the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes,
So that's.
Ultimate Warrior messed that up for him.
But even besides Ultimate Warrior, Hogan pretty much took the world title. I mean, he wasn't going to drop the belt unless you were Ultimate Warrior or Randy Savage or like if you weren't in that
Yeah,
circle, he wasn't going to drop it.
right.
And once he left, then you started seeing like Yokozuna won, and then Bret Hart won, The Undertaker, and Sid Vicious. But there's a whole long list of people that probably would have been world champion if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. Um,
That's true. That is
probably
so
the
true.
probably the $1 million man. He probably would have been. I mean,
Yeah, he would have been a cool champion.
he's the $1 million man. I mean, imagine him with the world champion.
Right. I
But
do remember that they bought it once. He bought it once, but they didn't recognize him as a champion, so they
he
never
bought
went anywhere with it.
he bought it. That's funny.
I'm gonna have you knocked out. I love Gorilla and Bobby's bickering, man. They were always funny together.
Yeah, they were. Bobby Heenan was great with anybody. Like he was great with Eric Bischoff and Tony
Yeah,
Schiavone and Larry Sabisco. He was good with Vince McMahon, Gorilla Monsoon. Like I don't think there was one person that Bobby Heenan wasn't good with on commentary.
yeah,
I,
that's true though, because he could always make it. He can always make it into something.
I feel like he could have done what Joey Styles did in ECW. He could have just done it by himself
Yeah, he
and
could have absolutely.
be fine. Like Joey Styles didn't need anybody. Well, he didn't need anybody, but they ECW did like they didn't have the money to pay anybody else to.
Right.
I think they did have someone for a little while, but then it just became Joey Styles. He would do it by himself. But I think Bobby Heenan's in that same category. He didn't really need any. He could have done commentary all night by himself if
I would
he.
listen to it. Yeah, I can listen to him do commentary all night, dude. He's hilarious.
Oh, that suplex
Oh,
was kind of crooked. I mean, imagine
yeah,
picking
that's a
up
lot.
him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. It's a lot of weight.
I mean, both of them were pretty big guys, so one picking up the other on a
Yeah.
suplex.
Ooh, big boss man down.
Oh,
Oh, goes flying right over him.
that's a good backdrop.
That was. You made that look so easy too. Some vintage boss man right there. Some vintage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice clothesline from Bam. Let's go to the third floor.
Oh,
Headbutt. That should do it. I remember his flying headbutts were vicious back then.
that was a good flying headbutt.
Yeah. Bam. Bam. No, this right here, you can't tell me Owen just couldn't look a little bit to his left and see Razor Ramon coming right at him.
Yeah.
They cut right. Razor Ramon was trying to kill Owen Hart. Remember the Titantron used to be just a bunch of screens on top of each other.
Yeah. I remember.
At the basketball game. Razor Ramon's hanging out at the basketball game.
Yeah.
They let him watch the game.
Yeah. The Fink.
The one and only Fink.
That was the
R.I.P.
world championship match.
That red looks cool on him. That's a cool look. I always like the green and yellow. Razor Ramon. And I have to admit, I'm one of those people that I play a lot with Razor Ramon on 2K to the point to where I juice him up.
Yeah. There's
He was like probably one of my favorite characters back then.
I've never watched this match, but any match with Bret Hart is probably any world title match with Bret Hart is probably really good.
Oh yeah, this match was awesome.
When Bret Hart was the world champion and he defended his title, almost all of his matches uh, were really good. He gave it all he had in every match he had. Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Say what you want about him, but when he was world title, like when he was the world champion, he put all he had into being a world champion.
That's true. I mean, he was literally the face of the WWF at one point. Like, I mean, He had
Yeah,
it all as far as technical wrestling. He had the look. He was awesome.
he didn't like anything. He was good promo. He was good at promos. He was good at building up to matches. He was a big star. Uh, he was the face of the company, so he probably was generating the most money.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, this is why they put him in matches like this. I mean, they put him in all the big matches.
I love they had the shot with him before he walks out.
Yeah,
Back then, that was rare. They really did that back then. But
yeah, it's
nowadays,
very
that's at every pay per view.
pretty much. But back then, that place, like in the back, was very scarred. Like you wouldn't see it much.
Right. With his
There's
dad. Yeah, this is gonna be a really good match. I remember watching this. Probably the best match of the night.
see, I don't really think he really wanted to go to WCW. Bret Hart when he went. Uh, I think he would have rather stayed in WWF. But
Mm.
if the Montreal Screwjob and if things wouldn't have happened, then I don't think he ever would have went to WCW. Because
Yeah, me neither.
I remember Bret Hart talking about it, and I mean he pretty much acted like he didn't want to be he didn't want to be there. That that he didn't like Vince Russo, and then when Bret Hart got there, things were about to collapse. Uh,
Yeah, they brought him in to try to save it.
yeah, like they brought him in to trying to kind of get WCW back on track. Uh,
Yeah,
but I mean, the main reason he regretted going there was because of Goldberg. He'll never
mm.
get over that to this day.
No, you're right. 'Cause to this day, he cannot stand Goldberg, and that's like a shoot. That's for real.
I
He does
mean,
not like him.
he doesn't like him because he didn't end his career in that match, but he still wrestled a little bit as he like tag matches and stuff. But after Goldberg super kicked him that time, his career really wasn't the same.
Right.
And Bret Hart blames Goldberg, but he also blames Eric Bischoff for he blames Eric Bischoff for putting him in that position. Uh,
Mm. Yeah, that
Basically,
makes sense.
that Goldberg never should have been out there because he was
Right.
because basically what they did was they took Goldberg because Goldberg was WCW's response to Stone Cold. Uh,
Yeah.
Once Stone Cold got big, Goldberg was basically their version of it. But Goldberg doesn't make me think of Stone Cold at all. Uh,
Right.
I mean, they're both ball headed, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. The goatee. That's it.
I mean, Goldberg was his own thing. Now Goldberg was really big. Uh, he was one of the company's biggest stars, but they basically took him, they showed him a few moves, and then they threw him out there.
Basically. Yeah.
Basically, what they did
Basically.
because all he had, like every match that he was having when his career first started, was squash matches. Like he'd get in there, do a spear, jackhammer. That's it every week.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to test him out. You can watch this on the Monday Night Wars documentary. They wanted to see what Goldberg could do, and they put him against William Regal.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Exposed them bad, man.
that kind of showed that Goldberg wasn't really fully trained, uh, and that he probably. I mean, Goldberg's supposed to be. I mean, at that point, he was the company's biggest name, and he got embarrassed by a mid card guy.
Yeah.
I mean, William Regal wasn't even in the world title picture. I mean, you would have thought if you would have watched that, you would have thought William Regal was in the world title picture because he was just
Right.
And then like I remember Eric Bischoff telling the referee like just get to the finish because it it had done gotten that bad that Goldberg couldn't keep up with him because
Yeah, I remember watching that.
William Regal was a really good technical wrestler and he could get a good match out of him, but well, that's what they wanted William Regal to do, but William Regal could only do so much.
Right. You can totally tell, like watching that match, you can really tell like how limited Goldberg was in the ring, just how much he actually knew. Watching, him and Steven Regal.
I mean, all he knew was just a few moves, and that was it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like they just took him off the street, gave him a good look, gave they just taught him a few moves and threw him out there. That's all they did. And then when you do something like that and you're not fully trained, they can hurt somebody. And
yeah.
well, that's what happened with Bret Hart, and he still hasn't really let go of that.
Can't you blame him? I mean, think of all the millions of dollars he lost out on.
I mean, Bret Hart probably would have wrestled a little bit longer
Yeah,
because he said that he wanted to go against Kurt Angle, but I think that they had
that
set
would have
that
been a
match
good
up.
match.
I think it was the WrestleMania that it was Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. That was supposed to be Bret Hart, but Bret Hart was basically like he couldn't do it. Like if he
Yeah,
would have done it, it wouldn't have been the Bret Hart that people are used to.
right.
Uh, it'd be Bret Hart at 50% basically. Like if you're gonna do a big Mania match like that, Kurt Angle and Bret Hart, you want Bret Hart at 100%. So
Right. That's like when Bret Hart came back to fight Vince. And Bret Hart barely did anything in that match, really. His family
he
beat
was
up Vince most of that match.
he was too old. He
Yeah.
was too old. Like didn't he win the U.S. title for like one night? Like
Yeah.
he lost it against the Miz the next night.
Hmm.
But Bret Hart's probably gonna take that to his grave.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. He's definitely taking that to his grave. He's not letting that go at all. If he hasn't let it go by now, he ain't letting it go. And it's
No,
been decades.
I know Goldberg's tried squashing it, but I don't think Bret Hart's interested in.
Brett's like, nah, son.
I wonder if Stu Hart gets involved in this match a little bit.
I forget. I don't think he does.
Because
I'm
sometimes
trying to remember.
like sometimes the heel will go close to like Stu Hart would come to some of these big matches, and
Yeah.
sometimes they would go up to him and
I think Razor does end up approaching him at some point. I forget. You don't see enough. You don't see a lot of the abdominal stretches anymore. No, you don't see a lot of that anymore. Every now and then they'll do it in a match, but not recently. There's certain moves that you don't see anymore.
yeah, you don't really see. Well, a lot of the moves you'll see during these days, like a lot of like technical moves and stuff.
Yeah. It reverses it. It's like one of the easiest reversible moves. It's the abdominal stretch. Oh, it's Earl Hebner with the fast 2 count. I think on the final commentary. The
Yeah,
gorilla one sues. I'm gonna knock you out.
he was hilarious. Yeah.
R.I.P. Man, he was a real one as well. Oh boy, I forgot about Narcissus.
Oh,
Then we got Sunset Flip. Oh, Razor sits down. Oh, Brett reversed it for a 2 count.
what timestamp were you
Forgot
at?
how good this match really was. Like I've heard people say, like if you want to show like a match to students learning wrestling, this is one of the matches that you show them. Bret Hart and
Yeah.
Razor. It's one of the matches that you would show them.
Hey, what is your timestamp?
Oh, got him up in a bear hug. You don't see enough bear hugs either. That's another move that you don't see anymore. Bear hugs.
Yeah.
Because those are really effective when it's a bigger person doing the bear hug.
Can you hear me?
I think you went mute again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it happened again.
Dang.
Yeah, try restarting because I think the same thing happened, folks. We having technical difficulties there. Razor over the top. Oh, it's Brett. I believe that's one of the shots they used for the opening of Monday Night Raw, with Bret Hart flying out of the ring, hitting Razor Ramon.
Can you hear me now?
Cool intro to Monday Night Raw.
Can you hear me now?
Are you still muted? I don't know what that is.
Hello.
It's not me. Oh, I think it is me. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. It may be me. It may be on my end. I might have to fix my headphones. Okay. Let's see. I'll be right back. I think it's me.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm checking my other thing and my sound thing isn't moving. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, he'll be back in just a minute. Usually there was something going on there, but sorry we had that problem on Thursday, but we're situated. Ooh, that was a good atomic drop. One, two. Obviously, it's not going to win with an atomic drop. Doesn't get. Try to put him in the sharpshooter. Try to roll him over.
All right, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I guess that was on my end this time. All right, I got it.
What timestamp are you at?
Right now, hold on, let me check.
Oops.
I'm at 110.
Okay. I got that situated. We're going to put him on the top rope. This isn't going to end well. Davis. This match. Yeah, I could see this match is probably the best match on the show.
Yeah, most definitely.
I don't see how you could.
Oh,
Bret Hart. Oh, that was a good. That was a good transition.
yeah.
Bret Hart had it all.
Oh,
There wasn't nothing that he was lacking. Oh, missed that. Well, he didn't miss it, but
oh, he
I don't
wants to
know.
be the razor's edge.
I don't know if you've noticed this difference in wrestling, but I've noticed it a little bit. But back then these guys looked like men. Like they were easily able to be a world champion. But nowadays
Yeah.
it looks like there's just kids fighting. I don't know, man.
Yeah, the times are changing, you know.
I mean, right here you got Bret Hart and Razor Ramon. They look like grown men, having a good wrestling match. But now you got like nowadays you got two guys that look like they're 12 fighting.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, there's a few of them like Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman. Like there's Cody Rhodes. Like there's a few who look like they're real wrestlers, but some of these guys look like they're still in kindergarten. I mean, I've just noticed that in wrestling over the years that when I compare the different eras,
Hmm.
I don't remember ever seeing a 12 year like I don't remember seeing someone like I don't know, like there's so many ones in like AEW that they wouldn't have made it back in these days.
That's
Like
true. They probably would have never made it.
because they just look so out of place. Like
Yeah.
there's this one guy in AEW, he looks like he's in high school. He looks like he hasn't even graduated yet. Heck, he looks like he hasn't even hit puberty, and he's in AEW. And then back then, you got guys like this, like they're larger than. I mean, these guys are like grown men fighting, and nowadays you got kids fighting. I mean,
I think it's like, when the time has changed, with the times changing, I think like, as far as the caliber of athlete that they look for in the business these days. And like it's not just a business for the big guy anymore. It's like anybody can go in there and be a champion.
well, like even the small guys back then. I mean, they didn't look like they didn't look like they were in high school. Well, maybe a few of them. I'm trying to think of like Johnny B. Badman. He was pretty young, but he looked like he tapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
That
match.
was man, that was great. Look at Stu over there, look at the proud dad.
He didn't get involved, but back in these days, Stu Hart would occasionally like for pay per views and big star matches
Mm.
he would be in the crowd.
Bret Hart retaining the championship belt. That's the replica belt I want to get though, the winged eagle. But that's like the one I've been looking at was like over $500. I'm trying to get me a cheaper one.
Yeah, some of those belts can be pricey. Like I wanted to get the the spinner belt, but
Yeah.
I wanted to get the edge one that had rated R, but golly, the cheapest one I found is like 750.
Jeez. For the cheapest one.
Certain ones are. I mean, like the classic you go, the more high they are. That's
Hmm.
probably the best looking world title belt they've ever had. Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think they wanted to bring it back?
Hmm.
Because like, didn't in the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens they brought that title back?
Yeah.
For, I don't know,
Uh, Kevin brought it back for a while.
because he thought that he should have been world champion, and he basically crowned himself. He crowned himself world champion,
Yeah.
and then at the World Rumble they put both belts in a ladder match. Nobody wants to bring back a belt other than that one. Like everybody wants to bring that belt back. They
Yeah.
don't want. They don't want to bring the spinner belt back or the undisputed title. It's always the winged eagle. The winged
It's a
eagle.
beautiful belt. Beautiful belt. Probably the best belt that John Lev ever had was the winged eagle.
That's probably the best belt in wrestling history. Probably. I mean,
I think so.
I don't think there's one that comes close. Is this Lex Luger's debut?
Yeah, he was the narcissist at this time. This is
Out,
so fucking.
out of all people, it's Bobby Heenan and introducing him.
Yeah,
That's what makes it
Bobby's
even.
just jizzing all over himself, about all over the freaking the narcissist. I don't know why they
Kind
didn't just call him the narcissist. I said this other night. The model Rick Martel wasn't called the model Rick Martel. He was the model. I don't know why they call him a narcissist. Just call him the narcissist. It's a cool name either way for that time. You know?
Yeah.
Bobby is so in love with this dude.
He said you have a reason to love yourself. Lex Luger was jacked back then. He was.
Yeah. Bobby Heenan is just gassing him up.
He's hyping him up. He,
And they never went anywhere with that character. Nowhere with that character. And on paper, the narcissist character played by Lex Luger is perfect.
yeah. It quickly went to the Lex Express.
Yeah.
That's when he became like. That's when he really got popular. But he didn't stay in WWF long. I mean,
Right.
he stayed about a year. He went there in '95, so he spent like 2 years in WWE.
Hmm. Remember they had that whole thing with his forearm. He got in a motorcycle accident, and they put a metal plate in his forearm, and he would always use that in matches. That was a
Didn't,
little storyline they had going.
didn't D'Lo Brown do something like that? Like he had that thing on, and he put
His chest guard.
yeah.
Yes,
He was
the headache. Then the headache severing uh, uh, had split his chest muscles when he was doing a submission move
the
for his
Wrest-
pecs.
certain wrestlers uh, try different ways to get away with stuff like that in their characters and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, at this time, you couldn't tell me Lex Luger was not taking all the steroids that he could get his hands on.
Yeah, he was
He'll admit it too.
a narcissist.
Can you turn yourself away from the mirror?
I like when he said you should be proud of you. Something to be proud of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Bobby the Brain is selling it though, man. He is selling it.
He's making him look like $1 million.
He did his best, man. He did his best.
And he sold him up.
Mesomorphically. Mesomorphically. That's a word for you. The former Green Bay Packer, Lex Luger.
I thought you said oppressed at first. I didn't impress.
That's what it sounded like.
That word that everybody's oppressed.
Don't forget the Elvis Presley stamp.
Luger WWF debut. This was his WWF debut.
Yep. The narcissists, or narcissists, as they called them. But he was the narcissist for all the earthlings. I've always called him a narcissist. I never called him a narcissist. This is a stupid name.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
What is a narcissist?
I wonder how they came up with that. Like, what was the
It
thought?
had to be Vince. Like, I don't know, man.
I'm stupid.
Vince McMahon sitting in his room in his office coming up with this. Just narcissist. That's what this was gonna be.
This is Ken Patria. I actually got this is who I think it is. I got to meet him this year at WrestleCon. I'm not sure if it is or isn't though. I met yeah, they're promoting WrestleMania 9. Unfortunately, I think Hulk Hogan's on that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think isn't that when he does his big stunt with Yokozuna and Bret Hart?
Yeah. That's the one.
That was a bull crap.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, I mean things were going really great until he had to stick his nose. But luckily after that WrestleMania, he wasn't going to be around too much longer. So
Right.
I mean, it was bad for WWF, I guess, because he was. But they were moving on from Hulk Hogan and Savage and
Yeah, because they're going more to the younger generation.
well, Vince didn't want to lose Hogan because well Hogan wanted to be an actor, but Vince made a movie with him. If anyone hasn't seen that movie, it is terrible.
No
That
holds
movie,
barred. Yeah,
that movie is so Vince
it
made
is bad.
so Vince made a movie with him to try to convince him to stay, but that bombed. And even Hogan said it sucks. That but he
I think the crowd's booing them.
I probably think he's a heel.
Either that, they are not reacting at all. They could not care less about this. They're going to get the popcorn, hit the bathroom up while they can, grab them a beer.
Getting ready for the Royal Rumble match.
And I'd be real with you. If I was there, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be at the restroom right now, be waiting to get myself a brew. That's what I'd be doing.
he's basically just telling everybody WrestleMania is going to be in this place, and none of you can come to it.
Yeah, my audio went out again. I don't know what's going on. Hold on, let me take off these headphones. I think it's these.
Caesar's Palace.
All right, I can hear you now. It's my damn headphones.
Now, Caesar's Palace is in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
I don't think they do they still have the same setup that they did back then, or do they?
I think I think so. I'm not sure because I remember at that time it was I think they may have did a little some renovation to it, but I think like the whole concept of it I think is the same.
Oh, this is going on a little bit too long. I mean, you could have just showed a video package of WrestleMania. You didn't have to do all this.
I know. And there was fan. I don't think the fans in there they were digging that. I don't think they liked that at all. They were waiting on him to just get done.
You're from. Uh, do you guys do movie reactions? Oh, this is the Wild World of Wrestling. So we do mostly wrestling.
I mean, there are wrestling movies out there, but we haven't done any of those reactions.
Yeah, there is quite there's unfortunately no holds barred. There's what's the one WCW did? David Arquette.
Oh, Ready to Rumble.
Ready to Rumble. There's Legacy with John Cena. There's Knucklehead with Big Show. Like, there's lots of wrestling. That's actually a good idea. Maybe we could do sometime.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Thanks, Davis.
There's a lot of Hogan movies. I actually like.
Oh boy, a lot of bad Hogan movies.
I like the what was the one Mr. Nanny? I thought that was pretty funny. But besides that, I don't really think I ever liked a lot of his movies. There was this one movie I have. It was on VHS. Nobody knows about it. Like, every time I bring it up to people, they don't even know about it. But the movie doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
It was like Suburban Commando or something.
It was basically a beach movie. Like, I feel like every Hogan movie was a beach movie.
Because I remember he was in, wasn't he? He was in the Three Ninjas movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He was like in the last Three Ninjas movie.
Yeah, he was in one of those. He was Mr. Nanny. Let me look up Hulk Hogan movies. He had a lot of. He didn't really have any good ones.
No.
Let's go on Rotten Tomatoes and see what they're rated. Oh wow!
He does have a long list of movies he's been in and shows.
For Hogan's actor by percentage in Rotten Tomatoes, it's a flat out 0%.
That makes sense.
That's bad. I mean, he didn't really do many movies, but I mean, he was in Rocky, but
yeah,
I don't give credit to Hogan for that because I give credit to Sylvester Stallone for that, not Hogan.
Right.
He was in Suburban Commando.
That's what I saw.
That was 15% critically and 33% by audiences.
The Undertaker was also in Suburban Commando too. I don't know if a lot of people remember that, but the Undertaker is one of those bounty hunters that had to come back to get him.
Mr. Nanny, 6%. The Three Ninjas, 0%.
That was a horrible movie.
No Holds Barred was 10%. I actually like No Holds Barred. I'm surprised it's kind of slower. We're in the Royal Rumble match now.
Oh yeah. Bob Backlund and Ric Flair starting off the match.
And this is Ric Flair's last Royal Rumble. Well, not his last one, but the last one before he went to WCW.
Yeah.
because of course he came back in the Ruthless Aggression era, and he was in the Rumble then. It's not showing the movie that I'm talking about though.
Maybe one of those obscure movies that just nobody really knows.
I don't think anybody knows about it except me. I think I'm the only person on this planet that knows about this movie. Here it is. I think I found it. It's not even rated. Well, it's 26% audience. It's Mc- Mackenzie's Island.
Mackenzie's Island. I never heard of that.
It's the dumbest movie ever. It doesn't make. I mean, the only thing that's fun about it is it's on the beach. Like that's the only, and it's sort of funny, but not in a good way. It's not funny in the ways you want it to be funny.
That makes sense. Well, Papa Shango out number 3.
Papa Shango. Bob
AKA the Godfather.
First three we got Flair, Backlund, and Shango.
Oh, he's already out.
Wow, he didn't last no time.
Oh, Backlund. Backlund's holding on. I used to love his finisher, the cross-face chicken wing. The most devastating finisher in all of WWF. That's how they used to sell it too. Like it was the most devastating submission move you can ever be put in was a cross-face chicken wing back then. I remember they sold it like it was the most painful thing in the world.
What about Rock? See, the Rock
is. It is. It does hurt.
The Rock is. I mean, he does have some movies that's based on wrestling, like Paige, her story, but a lot of his movies doesn't really direct towards wrestling.
Yeah.
He's got so many movies like Black Adam. I don't think that would be. I don't know if that would be. I don't know. There's certain Rock movies that's probably wrestling based. But,
So we got the countdown. The $1 Million Man with Jimmy Hart following behind him. There's going to be a star-studded Royal Rumble here.
See, like to us watching this 30 years later, all these guys are Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
But to them in the audience, to them, probably just Ric Flair is a Hall of Famer to them. But like 30 years later watching this, I mean, just about everybody who's been in this is a Hall of Famer. I mean, Papa Shango, Ric Flair, Bob Backlund, Ted DiBiase. I mean, they're all Hall of Famers.
Yeah, they are. They are all Hall of Famers. Just thought about that.
I mean, to us, they are. I mean, during this, like, live, they didn't. I mean, to them, they didn't know these guys would be thought of years later, I guess.
Yeah. They're trying their best to get Bob out of there.
He's not letting go of those ropes.
Well, he is not. He is not at all.
He always looked kind of funny in the ring too, Bob Backlund. Yeah. But they're gonna try to get him out, I guess.
He's what you would call a wrestler's wrestler. You know, he was always one of those. He's always one of those technical by the book wrestlers. You know, and then I remember whenever they kind of turned him insane, and he ran for president and everything. It was awesome. It was freaking awesome.
He's gonna come in now.
Got a nasty boy.
Is that Knobs or Sags?
That's Sags, I think. No, that's Knobs. That's Knobs.
Sometimes it's hard to tell a difference. I confuse her names sometimes.
I got their autographs too. I don't know how I forgot that.
Yeah, I met them about 2023. I met them. He's in bad health. Uh,
Yeah, I saw that.
he's in pretty. I mean, he was very nice. But I read stories about him being very rude. But when I met him, he was super nice. But I mean, they
Hmm,
both were when I met him.
hmm.
Uh, I met him in Nashville for it was Ric Flair's last match. It
Oh
was
yeah, they were there. That's right.
like they had Starcast, which is basically like a big convention with wrestlers and
Yeah.
stuff, and they were there. Uh, they were both super nice. I mean, I heard some people say that Knobs was kind of rude, but I didn't have that experience. So.
Hmm.
For some, when I went to WrestleCon this last year, one of the wrestlers actually got into a fight with one of the fans, uh,
Oh, I heard about that.
Big Vito, and
Yeah.
I don't know what. I didn't witness it, but I heard about it and I watched the video, and he beat this fan's ass. And then
I heard like it was a real thing. Like he was really, really mad at some fan.
something else happened too.
Didn't some fan like touch some one of the female wrestlers or
I
something
believe it
like
was
that?
Cora Jade.
Yeah, I think so.
And then something big happened with that. See, I wasn't around. Like I went to WrestleCon this last year, but I didn't. I like heard about it after the fact. Like I wasn't in the. Uh, now, if you like in New Orleans, WrestleMania 34,
Hmm.
WrestleCon, uh, DH. I guess Jake the Snake Roberts said something bad about Davey Boy Smith, and
Oh,
DH Smith was there. That's Davey Boy Smith's son,
yeah.
and DH Smith threw hot coffee on Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh shit! Really? There's no footage of that.
Because I was there in the moment, but I didn't know what was going on. This woman was saying, "Call the cops! Call the cops!" I don't know what was
Wow.
going on, but all I seen was D.H. Smith with a pissed look on his face, and he was leaving.
And nobody recorded that.
I I think someone I think you can find it on YouTube.
Oh, I
Like
gotta look for that, man. That is, I gotta see that.
it was some hot like there's knobs. I heard like it was some hot coffee, and he just threw it on him. And
Wow.
he said, "Don't you?" He said, keep my dad out of your effing mouth." And then he threw it out.
Hey,
and then
I don't blame the kid. If somebody talked about my dad, I'd probably do the same shit. So
and
I don't
then
blame him.
and then J. St. Roberts said, "F you." And then I don't know who the woman was. I don't know if that was like his daughter or I don't know who she was, but she was cussing D.H. Smith out.
Wow. I'm gonna pull out my phone and hit record, bro.
I think I was in line to meet somebody, and then I don't know. I can't remember exactly what I was doing, but
Oh man.
it was like a big scene, but nobody knew what was going on. But later during the week, someone recorded it and put what happened and stuff. And,
I gotta look that up. I have to see that. I have to.
I mean, once I read all about it, it was funny because
Oh, Jerry Lawler.
Jerry the King Lawler. He was a pretty good heel back then.
Yeah.
He was what did they do? They got the Burger King crowns and
Yeah. They call him the Burger King, and it was that was awesome. I think Bret Hart started all that.
yeah, here it is. I found it. It was 8 years ago, but you can find it on there. It's on Google and everything. You probably find a video of it. I think I saw one time. Forgot to mention this, but Virgil was in.
Okay, I just looked it up. Yeah, the video is all over YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out later. I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah, hey, you might see me in one of those. I don't know, but I saw this woman. I don't know who she was, but it was. I feel like every year something happens at WrestleCon because the year before that, Heidenreich in Orlando, WrestleMania 33, he flipped the table, like he and it hit some fans, and they sued. And like ever since then, they haven't allowed Heidenreich to come back to wrestle again.
Wow, what happened with him? What was going on with him?
I don't know, but I heard that he flipped the table, and when he flipped it, it hit some fans, and I think one of them got a concussion. They sued WrestleCon, and they sued Heidenreich.
Jeez. I had no idea that happened.
I feel like every year something happens, and then when we were there, me and my uncle, I was pushing him in the wheelchair, and we were hearing this guy. I guess he was a vendor, and he was saying that I don't know who he was talking about, but I guess whatever wrestler they were bringing in had given them a hard time the whole weekend. They were ready for him to leave, and I don't know who they were talking about. But
I wouldn't. Jeez.
I feel like every year something happens with WrestleCon. Like someone's getting into it, whether it's a fan and a wrestler, or I don't know. I mean, where's Max Moon? I thought Ric Flair got eliminated.
No, he's still there. He's still in there.
He was out of the ring a minute ago. I guess he went under the bottom rope.
Yeah.
Because you have to go over the top rope to be eliminated. So the only people who's been eliminated is Brian Knobbs and Papa Shango, I believe.
Yep.
Wait, Ted DiBiase still in there?
Yeah, he's in there.
Max Moon's gonna be the next one eliminated, probably.
I think so.
I'm surprised Bob Backlund's still in there. He's probably gonna be into the very end. Yeah, it was WrestleCon this last year. The big Vito thing, I don't know what happened, but I guess the fan went online and talked bad about him and trashed him. And
okay.
when Big Vito saw him, he got him. And then the fan afterwards, he got on TikTok or whatever and said that was his plan all along, was to start something so he could get publicity or something.
Some clout. He's looking for clout,
basically, and like basically saying that Big Vito fell into his master plan, and I don't know.
That is so stupid. Oh my god.
But if you found the video, Big Vito slapped him. And then
I've seen the video before. He did. He hit him pretty good.
And D'Lo Brown was trying to break him up. But the thing with Cora Jade, that was another thing. She filmed it. She cussed him out or whatever. Understandably so. Who is this?
I forget his name, but I have seen him before. Before. Is whenever WWE did work with New Japan, he would come in.
I didn't know they had a partnership with Japan back then.
Oh yeah, they used to work a lot with New Japan.
The more you know. I knew they did some stuff with them, but I didn't know.
It's kind of like a talent exchange because they would have talent go over there too.
Because WWF did that with they did that with ECW too a little bit. Because they had Jerry Lawler go over there, and some of the ECW guys came over.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, that's how WWF got their hardcore title, was because of ECW.
That is true.
Same with WCW. Both companies started a hardcore title once ECW started making it popular. Because ECW kind of made that type of stuff popular. And then they both incorporated it, and then that's why you have it today.
And I don't think they get the credit I don't think ECW gets the credit that it deserves as far as doing that. I don't think it's ever got the credit.
I know WWF and WCW they kind of look down on ECW, like kind of like the lower, like there's WWF and WCW, like they're on the same scale, but ECW was kind of lower budget, so they kind of look down on.
They don't have no problem stealing the ideas from ECW at all. No problem with that.
They steal their wrestlers and their ideas.
Right. But the company itself,
because like they stole Jericho, they stole Eddie Guerrero, they stole Dean Malenko, they stole
Rey Mysterio,
Rey Mysterio, they stole Taz. There's Mr. Perfect.
Mike Awesome. R.I.P.
If you guys remember from our Raw reaction, this next episode is Flair versus Perfect.
Yeah,
Whoever loses leaves the WWF.
I remember that match. It was a great match too. Can't wait to watch it again.
Hey, buddy. Cody, I was.
Yeah, because he went right after Flair. Oh, we got some vintage Mr. Perfect going down right now.
I like how they're like basically teasing what's going to happen on Raw because on the last episode of Raw, they kind of were brawling back and forth, Flair
Yeah.
and Perfect, and then they made the match official with Vince McMahon that the next Raw would be Flair and Perfect. Whoever leaves is leaving Raw. Well, like they're leaving the World Wrestling Federation. So I like how they're kind of building the feud in this Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
But what would have happened if Ric Flair would have won? Let's
That's a
say
good.
let's say Flair wins, but he has to leave Raw. What happens?
Hmm.
Or like, what if Mr. Perfect wins and he loses on Raw? I don't know if that should have been this match. I
It
mean,
kind of reminds me of whenever Ric Flair won the title on WWF TV, and he went on WCW television saying that he was a real champion, and or was it vice versa? I forget. But he went on one of the others TV saying I'm the real champion, and yeah, it was WWE, and WWF had to make a whole new belt, a whole new gold belt because Ric Flair went off of the other one, so they made a whole new other one. And Ric Flair
wow,
came back after a while as the real champion.
who the heck is this? I think I know their names, but I just not coming to mind.
Oh, that's the damn it. I know who he is. Um Skin something. Skin damn it. Skinner. Skinner,
Skinner.
that's his name. Skinner.
There goes Flair.
Oh, there he goes.
He's pissed off. Yeah. He's gonna do it.
That
I like
crowd
how
lost it when Ric Flair went over the top.
he would oversell stuff. I liked how he would. He was over dramatic when
Yeah.
like storyline wise. What if Ric Flair would have won but lost on Monday? Like how because who the person who wins the Royal Rumble goes to WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
and they made that match official the following Monday. So storyline wise, they'd have a gap. Well, obviously, neither one of them won.
Right. I just
Perfect and Flair
remembered
didn't.
I had a Skinner thing, little
Oh,
mini
that's
Skinner.
cool.
I forgot I had this, but yeah, that's who ran into the ring a while ago was Skinner.
I probably would recognize him if he was wearing his hat. But Skinner was he was a very outlaw type character.
Yeah, ahead of its time, really, if you think about it. The character was
Yeah,
ahead of its time.
I have a feeling Ric Flair is going to come back out and call us Mr. Perfect.
Coco,
Coco, beware. Why does he run into the ring like that?
I have no idea.
Maybe think of
I don't know why he was running like that, but he was happy to be out there.
that's funny. It's kind of like the Bushwhackers in a way.
Yeah, gotta love Coco, man. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I always loved the blue and yellow tights that he would wear, and he would have the bird with him.
yeah.
Uh, I always thought that was his best gear. The blue and it was the light blue and yellow. I wonder if Outback Jack's going to be in this.
That's a good question. That'd be awesome if he just came out. That'd be dope.
Anyone who doesn't know, Outback Jack's one of my favorites.
Outback Jack, the legend himself.
In Honeybee, Australia. Skinner might be.
Oh, he's out.
He's gonna pull a
Oh,
Sean.
there goes
Now,
Skinner.
yeah, there goes Skinner. Bob Backlund, I think, has been in the longest
Yeah,
because Ric Flair and him started it. Then
yeah, because
he's
Bob came in at number 2.
Jerry Lawler's still in. I haven't ever seen him work. See, if anyone doesn't know, I live near Memphis, Tennessee, so I've seen Jerry Lawler go at least like 100+ times in my life. I mean, I've seen him wear just about every single gear of tights. I've seen him wear Batman tights, Superman tights, pink, yellow, red, Superman. I've seen him wear everything, but I don't think I've ever seen him. Oh, there's one of the Wild Samoans. Is that
Yeah,
that
that's Samu.
Samu?
Because,
Is that
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. He's on my Facebook.
was that Alpha or Cinco with him?
That was I think that was Alpha.
Because I know one of them managed a little bit and the other one left.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jerry Lawler. I've seen him wear just about every single color of tights, but I don't think I've ever seen him wear. Because even some of the tights that he would wear back then, I've seen him wrestle in. So,
Oh, nice chop from Mr. Perfect.
oh, that was a good shot. Like when anyone asks me what wrestler have I seen the most, it's always Jerry Lawler. I've seen that man when I was 5 years old. So
Does he still have that restaurant?
yeah, he has the Jerry Lawler Bar and Grill still, but I don't
Mm.
think he goes to it much anymore. I think
Hmm.
since he's gotten in bad health, he's had a lot of strokes. I don't think he goes.
Hmm.
If he does, it's probably well. He's actually supposed to be at a wrestling event near me. Uh, Jerry Lawler and Jimmy Hart's supposed to be there.
Oh,
Uh,
that'd be cool.
it's supposed to be at the casino near me in Tunica.
Hmm.
I believe so, but someone said that Jerry Lawler was going to wrestle, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Really? Huh. That'd
I
be
don't
cool
know.
to see, honestly.
I don't know if he should wrestle, but
Berserker. Yeah.
so he was a character.
Yeah, he was. I'll run to the bathroom right quick. Be right back.
All right. Oh, there goes Jerry Lawler. I was just talking about him. I think it makes sense story wise for Ric Flair to take Mr. Perfect out of this. Jerry Lawler might actually do it. Jerry Lawler's trying to help get him out, and Ted DiBiase is, and Coco Beware is. Like all of them are trying to get him out at once. I guess Mr. Perfect's out of it now. I feel like they should have had Ric Flair come out and cost him. So then neither one of them win. So then they have to have that match on Monday. Because like, what if, like in a fan's perspective, like Ric Flair won, but then he lost on Monday, and you know what would happen? Because the stipulation on the next episode of Raw, which is the very next night after this, is Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect. Whoever loses leaves the World Wrestling Federation. Obviously, we know who wins and loses that. Here comes the Undertaker with Paul Bearer. This is classic Undertaker. Oh, Zerba took a chair, and that one's still in, though, I think. That's what Gromon said. Oh! There goes Samu.
All right, I'm back.
Oh! Undertaker's cleaning house.
He is. Now, keep in mind, this is when I first discovered the Undertaker. As an 8-year-old me, I was losing my shit. Imagine an 8-year-old me marking the hell out, watching the Undertaker kick ass. He was my favorite at that time, man. My favorite.
I believe
Still is.
they said Bob Backlund is still in.
He might went under the rope.
Davis, who have you seen, Jerry? Oh, wow. I've seen him go against, you may or may not know who this is, but Bill Dundee. He was a Memphis wrestling star. He was in
Cowboy
WWF.
Bill Dundee.
I've seen him go against. Now, the best match I've ever seen Jerry Lawler in person was against Terry Funk.
Oh, yeah.
It was a street fight, and they had a really, really good match. I've seen Jerry Lawler go against Carlito. I've seen him go against Tommy Dreamer. I've seen him go against. Wow, there's so many people that I could say that I've seen him against, but the best was against Terry Funk that I've seen in person.
Yeah, they had a good rivalry, man. They had a really good rivalry.
Yeah, like I believe the one that I went to was Terry Funk's last match too.
Mm.
That was his very last match against Jerry Lawler. Which Terry Funk was old, but he put on a good match. He was like Terry Funk was bleeding all over, and
R.I.P. I love him. I remember I saw the empty arena match with the King and Terry Funk, and Jerry the King Lawler walks out with all his garb on. He has his crown, he has a cape, he has it all on, and nobody's there, right? Nobody's in the arena, and Terry Funk's just pissed off, like, "Why are you wearing that? Nobody's here, you jackass!" It was the best moment ever between those two.
it was Giant Gonzalez.
Giant Gonzalez. Oh boy, I remember him.
He was
They
huge.
had one of the worst WrestleMania matches I ever seen.
Undertaker and Giant Gonzalez.
Yes.
I've always heard that he was one of the worst wrestlers in WWF history.
He's also the tallest wrestler in history. He's taller than the Big Show. So as of right now, nobody has surpassed the height of Giant Gonzalez as far as the tallest wrestler.
Wow.
He has that. He has that record so far.
I wonder how Great Khali compared against him.
I think Khali is like an inch or two shorter, like a couple inches. Look how much he towers over the Undertaker, though, man. That is awesome.
So this was his debut.
Yeah.
That's what Gorilla Monsoon pretty much.
Now visually, that looks awesome, but then the bell has to ring, and he has to move around.
Dang, he eliminated him?
Yep.
And he eliminated himself?
He didn't care. He wanted the Undertaker. This is what led up to their match at WrestleMania.
So I believe Bob Backlund's still in, I believe. I believe that's what they said, that he went under the bottom rope. So there's nobody in. He eliminated him. Who's that other guy? I don't know who. I guess this is how like they're building towards a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, this is what led up to it.
He didn't care about winning the Royal Rumble. He didn't care about the match. All he cared about was beating up the Undertaker.
He had a beef with Taker for some reason. Never knew why, but he had a beef with him.
I never established that, but
They never established it.
he just we never know why, but we just know that he does.
Right. He just goes in there and attacks the Undertaker for some reason. And they end up with a WrestleMania match.
It was a very random put together match. What is he even trying to do? Choke slam?
They went back into the ring for some reason.
I mean, you already eliminated yourself, and there's no sense of going back in.
I do like how Taker's selling it, though. He is like a dead body right there.
Why did he put him on the corner? Now he's going to do something to us. Who's coming out next? It's the IRS. You pay your taxes.
Father of the late Bray Wyatt. And Bo Dallas.
Yeah. He can speak a lick English, too, I bet. This giant. I mean, they could at least had, who's his manager there? Is that Harvey Whippleman?
I think Harvey Whippleman, yeah.
I mean, they couldn't have had him talk and build a story or anything. I guess
really, if you're just watching this as a kid, you don't know what the hell's going on. You just know some giant dude attacked Undertaker for some reason.
Because this is his debut, so just out of nowhere.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like the Giant Gonzalez whole gimmick was doomed to fail from the jump because there was no explanation to it. None. We didn't know what the hell was going on. It didn't have a ceiling.
He was even taller than Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Golly.
I think he was about, I want to say a few more inches taller than him.
That's something. Yeah, Bob Backlund is still in.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Bob Backlund being smart went over under the rope, took a rest outside.
That's what he's been doing the whole match. He's been trying to duck and hide. So, who was the other guy with the
Damien Demento? That's the guy that Undertaker beat.
Yeah, he was the guy we saw on the last Rocks that we watched. That's right. It's coming in next.
Tatanka.
I
got his autograph too.
I love Tatanka. He still looks like that today.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
Like the way you see him right now in 1993 is the exact same way he looks in 2026.
No lie, dude. He looks amazing right now.
I seen him wrestle a few years ago, and he looked in great. He looked the exact same way he does in this.
I don't think he's officially retired either. I think he still wrestles from time to time.
Yeah, he does some independent shows here now and then, but he looks the exact same. I mean, he's in great shape. I mean, you would probably think that he's in his 40s still.
Yeah,
at least 30s to 40s. I mean, he looks in great shape. They could probably bring him back for a Royal Rumble appearance, and he would do fine.
I think so.
Because
I think so.
He's kept his body in shape. I mean, from 1993 to 2026, and he still looks like that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I mean, a lot of guys back in that area, I mean, a lot of them having hip surgery, back surgery, in wheelchairs, but he's still going. He's really nice, too. If anyone has a chance to meet him, if anyone's watching, I definitely recommend it.
Tatanka's cool.
He's a really nice guy. I've met quite a few of them in the ring right here. I've met IRS. I've met Tatanka. I don't know if I told the story about Bob Backlund. I think I have before, but it's been a while. I thought I met him and I didn't want him to sign this, but he took it himself and said, I'll just sign it. And then I thought he was meant for free because he just took it from me. So
Yeah.
he signed it, and then he said, "That'll be $30." You just took it, and I didn't want you to sign it. You forced me to pay.
That's just like Virgil. Virgil does that stuff too.
Because he came up to me and asked. He just said, I'll just sign it." I say, "Okay." I thought it was meant for, like, you're saying that you'll just sign it. I mean, like, you're just doing it for free, but after he signs, it'll be $20. I mean, man, you could have told me that beforehand.
It's like Virgil used to do. Virgil used to do the same thing. Like he'll come at you and be like, "You want to take a picture? Let's take a picture, man. Come on, let's take a picture." And like you pose with them, take a picture. All right, that'll be $40. Like what?
You scammed me. Which I didn't. I mean, I was planning on meeting him, but I mean, you could have just told me.
Right from the jump.
I mean, I probably would have said yes regardless, but golly.
Oh man,
But
some of those corny ways don't change.
but the item he signed, I didn't want him to sign, so I figured that he was going to sign it for free, and then I could just pay for him to sign what I wanted him to sign.
So he just grabbed it and just signed it.
Yeah, he just took it and said, "I was just walking, and here he comes," and he was going to make his money.
He was determined to make that money.
I want to meet him again though, so I can get him to sign what I actually want him to sign. Because it was during WrestleMania 33 weekend. It was when he was managing Darren Young.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he was at WrestleCon. He signed the WrestleMania 33 program, but I wanted him to sign my encyclopedia with all the stars in it.
You know, that man can still do push-ups like a madman.
Yeah,
that man he can do more push-ups than I can do in one sitting. I mean, he's in his 70s by now.
Yeah, he's gotten up there.
Oh, here it goes, Typhoon. He's a big dude, man. God damn. Forgot how big Typhoon was.
Going up the Earthquake's gonna be in this. He's even bigger than him, I think. Ooh.
I remember whenever Typhoon premiered or debuted in the WWE, before he had became the Tugboat, he had been a fan that came to watch the shows. And you remember how who am I thinking of? Santino. You remember how Santino made his debut and he won the championship?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that, except that Typhoon didn't win a championship; he won a contract to the WWE. So that's how he made his debut, by beating the hell out of somebody coming out of the audience.
That's funny. Who was that was doing that with in 2016? Who was it? They were doing that kind of gimmick in 2016. Like they like had the draft, but they didn't get drafted.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
They went from Raw.
The name.
Then he finally won a contract. Oh, it was Heath Slater.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then finally, him and Rhino won the tag titles, and then he went to SmackDown. That was I really loved them. I liked how they formed them as a tag team. It was very creative.
I love them as a tag team. They were cool.
Because Heath Slater he didn't get drafted, so he had to rely on somebody that wasn't even signed themselves. And if they won the tag titles, he got signed. And I always said they won the tag titles.
Now we got Rikishi coming out. At that time, he was one of the Wild Samoans or head shrinkers.
Fatu, yep. Little did they know he would become Rikishi.
Now, there's the second nasty boy.
That's Jerry Sags.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people's been in so far. I mean, they've at least been through 16, 17, maybe.
Hmm. Oh, Damien Dementos. He's got his leg in between the ropes. He ain't going nowhere. That's pretty clever though. That's a good way to make sure you don't go out. Is put your leg between the second rope. Didn't think about that because ain't no way to push you out if you got your leg under there.
Yeah. Davis. What wrestlers had Kelly? Just say them. I probably met them. I've last year I met John Cena, Randy Orton, and who was it else? It was someone else. I can't remember. I've met so many people. John Cena, Randy Orton. This year I've met The Undertaker. Uh, I've met Kurt Angle. I've met Goldberg. I've met Ric Flair. I've met pretty much everybody except Triple H and Shawn Michaels. That's
Yeah.
Kane.
I think I met the Undertaker once at a monster truck show. This is like in '98 and '99
Oh
when he
wow.
was doing like the Dark Undertaker, the Dark Satan worshiping Undertaker. But he was at a monster truck show and they had this monster truck there because back then he had the Undertaker monster truck, and
Oh,
he was there kind of promoting that and everything. And yeah, I got to meet him there, and met JTG from JT JTG, I
G.
think from Crime Time.
Yeah.
Let's see, Juventud Guerrero. I met DDP like
DDP.
maybe around 2000. Yeah, I got to meet a lot of different ones, a lot of cool ones.
At this point, I don't know who else I have. I mean, besides Triple H and Shawn Michaels, I don't know who else I have left. Uh, I do know Siren, if anyone knows who she is. The All Elite Zone. She met Brock Lesnar.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's right, she did.
I don't know how she met him though, because he doesn't do like Brock Lesnar doesn't do like autograph signings and stuff.
I think
So
he was doing something for I think it was like I think they were at a store, like a big like a hardware store or something like
yeah,
that. And he was doing a signing.
I wonder if they announced it was like a private signing or because
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
hear.
I think from what I heard, he was also promoting the match he had coming up as well. But he was in town and he was doing that signing for that promotion for that store.
Because I would have probably traveled all the way to Canada to have met him. Because you know, Brock Lesnar doesn't do autograph signings at all.
Right.
You got to meet him out like at the airport, and even then, sometimes he wouldn't even sign for people.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him turn little kids away.
Yeah, like I've seen him
Go
turn
away, kid.
like I've seen him turn away everybody, but
In his older days, he's gotten a little nicer with fans.
yeah, because I've seen him a little bit more, like ever since he's done this new character, he's been a lot more friendlier. I feel like,
Yeah.
but Siren, if anyone doesn't know, she met Brock Lesnar. Oh, here's Carlos Colon.
Yeah. Carlos Colon.
That is the father of Carlito.
Yeah.
Either the grandson or son. I know
I think
Carlito
that's
is.
his dad.
I know Carlito is kin to him. I feel like it's his father.
I want to say his dad, but I could be wrong. It could be his grandfather.
I know they're related to each other somehow.
Yeah.
They don't look like each other, but
Damien is not letting go of that rope. He is saying no.
he's taking the Bob Backlund strategy.
Yes.
He's just copying him.
Oh, this earthquake. How'd I miss him?
But I'm surprised that Brock Lesnar sighting like not many people knew about it
Yeah.
because I mean I don't feel like I saw it anywhere or maybe they didn't want to promote it too much because then everyone across the world would be coming.
Yeah. It looked like a small little thing that they were doing. Because I
Yeah,
think Brock Lesnar, he has land in Canada, so that's kind of his territory.
Yeah, it looked like a little small store, like a hardware store.
Yeah.
I wonder how Siren found out about that because I know I didn't know about it because normally I know every sign that's going on in the world, but I've gotten out of wrestling a little bit, so maybe that's why I didn't see it. I don't know,
Hmm.
but I would have went to that because it's hard to meet Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
He
It's
doesn't
very
do
rare
anything.
he's out and about.
But I was shocked that I went on Facebook because I got off Facebook too. I got off of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it. Uh, and I got like I get back on Facebook every once in a while to see what's going on.
Hmm.
And I got on there and I seen who was Brock Lesnar. I was like, how did I not find out about this? Because normally I know everything that's going on with signings and stuff. It's Tino Santana.
Yep.
He looks a lot different there. He looks like VK Wall Street.
He kind of does.
VK Wall Street was in that was think that was the IRS and WCW.
hmm Yep.
He would kind of look like that a little bit. Yeah, one day I'll meet Brock Lesnar, hopefully.
That
But
day will come.
I flipped out when I seen that, especially Siren, because she would always tell us that not many wrestlers come to her area,
Yeah.
and out of all people, Brock Lesnar.
That's pretty badass.
I mean, I know a lot of people that doesn't like that he's back in WWE, but he still is one of the biggest stars in wrestling history, um,
That's true.
and
That
not
is
just
true.
and not just wrestling, but UFC history as well. Uh,
Yeah.
a lot of wrestlers want to do both, but not many have succeeded. Uh, I'm a big CM Punk fan, but he did not do well in the UFC.
Yeah.
Uh, Matt Riddle was in UFC, but I don't know if he did all that well.
And he
Uh,
did okay. It's just him and Dana White didn't like each other at all. They hated each other.
I feel like the only one to transfer from WWE to UFC and do really well was Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
because he became a world heavyweight champion in UFC. Uh, there's been some that went from UFC to WWE, but all right, it's coming out next. Yokozuna's got to be coming out pretty soon.
So Rick the Model Martel. I was just talking about him.
Rick Martel.
And this is a guy he still looks good for his age too. If you ever see Rick the Model these days, that dude is in great shape.
I haven't met him either. Oh, golly! I mean, for someone that just got in the ring, he's pretty much got the brake speed off.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, there goes IRS.
that was Iris.
And
Yep.
Earthquake is in there. He was my favorite out of the Natural Disasters. Earthquake was.
Yeah, he was cool, man. He was cool.
But I liked when he was a singles wrestler and he wore those blue tights,
Uh-huh.
and he was with Jimmy Hart. That was my favorite version of him.
Oh, you're Backlund hanging on.
He's been in the longest since number. Because
Look
look,
at
Mike,
Backlund. Man, look at him go.
he just keeps hanging on to the ropes at the very last minute.
He just won't let it go. He's playing it so smart too, man. That's how I stick to those ropes, man. Stick to them, man. They can't get you over if you're hanging on to those ropes. I would be hugging those ropes.
I remember when Brock Lesnar would go in the Rumble, as soon as he would get in there, he'd throw everyone around.
Yeah.
But as he's gotten older, like this last year, he was in the Royal Rumble. He was kind of slower. Like you could tell when he was suplexing people, he was kind of slower. So I'm not used to seeing Brock Lesnar slow like that.
Yeah, you can tell his age is starting to weigh on him.
Yeah.
There we go. Here we go.
Hey, trouble's coming. This is a
Five
really
hundred
fun.
pounds plus. My God.
Yeah, this is a really fun rumble, Davis. A lot of different characters in this too. You got the Million Dollar Man, IRS. You got Skinner. You got the Nasty Boys.
Yeah, the '93 Royal Rumble was always one of my favorite Rumbles, man. Not only because it's my first, because it was probably one of the most fun Royal Rumbles.
It was very colorful. Very. Everyone looks different, and I mean, everyone's got their own different character and different persona.
Oh, it's very rare you saw Yokozuna wearing the white. He usually wore the red and black. Oh, there goes Tatanka. He's out.
Yep, there goes something. Carlos Colon's probably going to be next.
There he goes. Oh no no no! Oh, he's gone. There, here we go. Earthquake and Yoko. Hell yeah.
This is a fun matchup.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Earthquake actually used to be a sumo wrestler for real.
Oh wow, I
He
didn't
was
know
a
that.
sumo champion. He was a Yokozuna for real. That's what Yokozuna means in Japanese or in Chinese is
Sumo
the
wrestling.
champion of sumo wrestling. This is Yokozuna. Oh, here we go. This was always cool. Run it back. Nobody's moving. I love that. Nobody's moving an inch.
Who's coming now?
Oh,
It's Owen Hart.
oh man. Earthquake just threw himself on Yokozuna. I've always loved seeing the big guys just going after each other. That's always cool to watch. Oh, he's going over.
Ooh,
Yoko with the flip over the damn top rope. And
that
flips
was
him
his
right
best
over the
combination.
rope. He made it look so like they kind of rolled over at the same time.
Yeah,
Wow. That's a lot of weight right there, just shifting everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, Yoko's cleaning the house, man.
I wonder who had the most eliminations. The Undertaker had quite a few when he got in,
hmm
but Yokozuna's eliminated probably at least 4 or 5 already.
I think this is when Owen Hart was teaming up
Coco
with
Beware,
Coco Beware. Yeah,
because they're kind
because
of
they
wearing the same points. Yeah.
yeah. I forget their name. I think it was High Impact. I think that was the name of their team, High Impact or something like that. Oh,
There goes Tino Santana. No, he hung on.
yep, he hung in there. We're right back under the ropes. Oh, there's a repo man. You
I
son
wonder
of
if
a bitch.
Randy Savage is going to do something. Well, he doesn't have his because you remember on the last Raw episode, he took Macho Man's hat.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, is that Axe from Demolition or Smack?
Uh, a smash, I think. No,
Smack.
no, no, it's Axe. That's Axe. He
I
was Axe, I
know,
think.
I know it was one of them from Demolition.
And Bob Backlund is about 1 hour in. They're all on the rope, all trying to get Yucko out.
Yeah, they're all trying.
They're all trying to get him.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Here we go. There's the clock.
Wonder who this is gonna.
The Macho Man.
Hey,
There you go.
it doesn't gonna.
Ask and you shall receive.
Repo Man didn't bring his hat out though, so it doesn't matter. He can't get his hat.
He
Yep, he's
went
going.
right for the Repo Man.
Yeah. As we said earlier, on our last reaction, our raw reaction, Repo Man took Macho Man's hat. So that kind of is what started their feud.
Yeah.
But they've had two feuds ongoing in this battle. The Royal Rumble, they had Flair and Perfect and Savage and Repo Man.
Yeah.
Out of any feud you could put Macho Man in, you put him in a feud with Repo Man. But that just goes to show that they had moved on from Savage and Hogan, and if they were going to put Macho Man in any matches, it wasn't going to be any big matches.
Right.
Because they had moved on from, they didn't see any place for Hogan or Savage, or now they were pushing Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, Undertaker, Macho Man. Guys like Macho Man was a thing in the past at that point.
Yeah. Oh, you see the way Owen Hart landed? Jeez.
Yeah. There goes the
Like
Repo
hurt
Man.
his leg.
Yeah, that kind of looked very pleasant. Bob Backlund's still in.
Yeah, he's been in there for a little over an hour now.
Rick Martel can't even pick him up. He's doing everything he can just to stay in.
Yep. Oh. Hang on, Bob. Hang on.
You might get him out now. I don't know.
Bob is hanging on for dear life. He's in there.
Are these the last four people?
I believe so.
I did not know Rick Martel made it to the Final Four once. If I was the booker, I would have probably picked Bob Backlund. That's who I probably would have had win this. Well, I don't know. Yokozuna served it.
Oh, there goes the model.
Then the final three: Bob Backlund, Yokozuna, and Randy Savage.
Bob Backlund and Yokozuna.
What a match! What a match this is. He was in for number 2, and now he's got to go against Yokozuna. This is like Street Fighter. Bob Backlund made it through all the levels, and now he's at the last.
Oh, there he goes. Bob is out. He was in there for a little bit over an hour. He stayed in there the longest.
Exactly. He was in there the longest. That was something I did not know. Bob Backlund lasted longer than anyone,
Yeah.
and then at least in 1993 Royal Rumble.
There we go. Macho Man and Yoko. The final two. Yes, I remember, man. This one probably being one of the best Royal Rumbles out in the night out coming out of the '90s. Probably one of the best is the '93 Royal Rumble.
Bobby Heenan said. Bobby Heenan said, "Savage is hurt. Savage is hurt." And Bobby Heenan said, "Well, I don't really care." He said, "I don't really care either way."
I miss Bobby, man. I miss him. He was such a great comic relief. Oh, here we go. Savage fighting back. There it goes. Got a second win. Oh, got Yoko on the ropes.
You know, God. You got to do more to get Yoko out.
He is not going down. Oh, drop to the back of the head.
Ooh. Got him down to 1 foot.
Oh, a
Oh,
thrust kick.
oh, super kick.
That's that Samoan super kick that they have. They pass down from generation to generation, apparently. They all do that same super kick.
Yeah. Yokozuna, Rikishi, Jacob Fatu uses it.
Yep. The
Did the Rock
Usos.
ever? Did the Rock ever use a super kick?
I think he did one time. I think I remember seeing him do it like once, and that's in his like in his early days.
He probably did it as Rocky Maivia.
Oh, leg drop. Yeah, Yoko's wearing him down now, man. He is wearing Macho Man down. He tells Wayne on the Macho Man. I was gonna give him a splash. Oh, Yoko threw all of his weight on him right there. God damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, one more. One more. Randy gets out of the way. At the elbow drop. Now he's gonna get it. He's trying to pin him. He forget. He tried to pin him. It's like Randy. It's not a. You don't pin him. Wow, what a finish! Randy tried to pin him. I was trying to pin him, bro. What the hell? It's a Royal Rumble. Did you see anybody else try to pin anybody else, Randy?
Yokozuna's the winner. Honestly, well deserved, Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Here comes the stupid guy out again.
Well, this is all on Randy, though. He did. Why would you pin the guy?
Oh yeah, because he pinned him. Didn't he? He throw him out.
Yeah.
Stupid. I guess that was the best finish I could come up with.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's the best they could.
How do you come up with? That's the best you got. I mean, you could have easily just had Yokozuna clothesline Randy Savage out of the ring.
Yes.
I mean, you could have easily done that. I mean, that'd make more sense than pinning him. Nobody pinned anyone else in this match. Did you see a referee in the ring?
Right. He said instantly he just went down and pinned him. Like, what are you doing?
There's a recap of all the matches. I think easily the best match on the show was Bret Hart and Razor Ramon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that was probably the best match.
But besides that, the Royal Rumble was very, very good.
Yeah.
I think it was very very cartoonish with a lot of the different characters, like a lot of different styles of characters. It was very colorful.
Yeah.
Because this is like the end of the golden, like this is the end of the old, the golden era. Like this is pretty much the beginning of the end of it. Like moving into the new generation.
Right.
But yeah, that was an overall good show. Besides the Royal Rumble, the tag match between the Steiners and the Beverly Brothers was a fun match. Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty was pretty good. Hey, there's Bret Hart and Yokozuna. Guess setting up for WrestleMania.
Yep.
We all know what happens there. The kind of screwy finish that they had with Hogan.
Yeah, that was a definite screw job if I ever saw one.
I mean, luckily Hogan wasn't very much longer after that WrestleMania. So, but yeah, I thought that was a pretty good Royal Rumble. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Easily the best match was no, I'd give it an 8 because that last the world title match was really, really good. And I really like what they did with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty at the end of it. Because it doesn't look like I don't think they're done with Marty and Michaels just yet.
No.
And I love the Royal Rumble because, or not the Royal Rumble. A lot of different cartoonish characters. You had the Repo Man, you had Bob Backlund, you had Owen Hart, Coco Bear, Undertaker, Giant Gonzalez. And we also can't forget that this pay-per-view was the debut of Lex Luger.
Yeah.
The first time we ever saw him on the big stage in the world of wrestling. But yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. What about you? And what did you think about
like I said, I mean, this particular Royal Rumble has a special place in my heart because, like I said, it was my very first pay-per-view that I ever got to watch with my granddad. as a kid, and it still holds up, man. It's still a great show. I still have fun watching that Rumble, and yeah, I mean, best match of the night, hands down, was Razor Ramon and Bret Hart. For me, it's gonna for me because for sentimental reasons, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Because like I said, man, it's very nostalgic for me, and it's also one of the best Royal Rumbles of all time. So one of the best. So yeah, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, this type of Rumble was 94 was kind of the golden era, but this was kind of like the beginning of the end of the golden era
Hmm.
because I mean you can kind of see in the show. I mean they're kind of moving away from Hogan and Savage, and uh, they had the debut of Lex Luger. Uh, they're bringing in a lot of new people. Giant Gonzalez. I feel like their move with him was to try to make it like he was going to be part of the new generation, but obviously that didn't end well. Uh, it didn't last long, uh,
No.
but I think that's what they were going with. But yeah, overall, this is an 8 out of 10 show. Uh, and I don't think a lot of those other matches get talked about enough, probably because of the world title match and the World Rumble. Like those two matches overshadowed everything else.
Yeah.
Uh, but Michaels and Jannetty had a good match. Uh, as I said, the tag match was good from the Beverly Brothers and Steiners. Uh, Bam Bam Bigelow and Big Bossman, they had a decent match. Uh, yeah, overall, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. But best match on the show was easily Bret Hart and Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
That was easily the best match. But yeah, that was a really good show. I really like going back and watching these old stuff. Even going back to watching these past Raws has been really fun. And we're just beginning. This is only our second live reaction doing this. But as I said, we'll be back every Thursday and Saturday doing these. Next Thursday, we'll be back doing our Raw live reaction. We'll be doing episodes 3 and 4 this next week. And as I said, once we come on a pay per view, we're going to do a live reaction for those as well. So if there's a WrestleMania or whatever the pay per view is, we'll react to it once we get to it. So we're going in order and not skipping around. Uh, but yeah, definitely stay tuned for us on Thursday. We'll be back for Raw, episodes 3 and 4 of Raw. Then on Saturday as well. Every Thursday and Saturday. Um, but yeah, we definitely thank everyone that tuned in. We got a few comments left. Deshaun, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Easily 7 out of 10. Good show. Yes, that was a good show and good show here. Uh, but yeah, we definitely appreciate you all watching. Definitely check out our links in the description below. Definitely check out our Facebook page and our Twitter page. I haven't been on those socials in a while, but I plan on updating our channel art and everything to kind of fit what we're doing now. But definitely stay tuned for that and check out all of our links in the description below. Check out Mr. Jacob's YouTube channel and his Twitch channel if you haven't already. All that is in the link in the description below. But yeah, is there anything you want to add before we head off?
Now, thanks for hanging out with us today, and we will see you all on Thursday.
Yes, yeah, that's about it. We will see you guys next Thursday for our Monday Night Raw reaction.
Peace.